Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Eddie and welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Tokyo Jordan 5s. Super grail, super exclusive shoe. And I was able to hit a couple pairs, surprisingly. So we just came from apple picking. Big shout out to Sasinko from Flushing for getting your boy the raffle W. I appreciate y'all a lot. So we gonna go do this review when we hit the spot. But I do want to say the inspiration behind this shoe is pretty interesting. So back in 2011, Jordan brand opened their flagship store in Tokyo, hence why it's called the Tokyo Jordan 5. So I think that's a really dope history behind it. And if you actually look at some of the details on the shoe, the kanji, which is basically like the Japanese writing, it makes a 23. Like the writing spells out 23, which would be the standard Jordan 23 that you would see on a regular Jordan 5 retro. So I think there's some really cool things about the sneaker. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna hit y'all when I get back in the crib. All right, peace. All right, y'all, so we back in the crib now, but before we even continue this review, please make sure that you smash that subscribe button down below as well as hit that notification bell. And we're just gonna get right to it, guys, because we already went over the inspiration and history behind the shoe. So let's just go right into the box details. And as you can see right here, we do have our standard Jordan 5 box right here. So we do have the red Jumpman right there in the center with this all black box. But then going onto this side, we do see some of the cement print right there. Then when moving onto this side, we do see that Nike Air logo right there with some more cement print. Then when going onto this side of the box is all black. And then finally, when going onto this side of the box, we do have a sticker tag right there. And it does read off as Air Jordan 5 Retro, and the colorway shown is Varsity Maize, Black, Wolf Gray, Anthracite. And then it does have the same colors in French. And based on looking at the sneaker right here, I can confirm that the Maize, which is the yellow color, the Black Wolf Gray, you could definitely see that on the ankle padding area of the sneaker. And then the anthracite, you could also see that on the sneaker as well. Now, when it comes to the sizing of this shoe particularly, I 100% recommend to go with your true to size or whatever your standard Air Jordan 5 sizing is. So for me, that is my true to size, which is a size 8, and that's exactly what I went with. Some people, they like to go a half size up or a half size down. But for me, I would definitely recommend to always go with your true to size when it comes to Air Jordan 5s. Then opening this box lid right here, you can see that we do have a plain old Air Jordan 5 box. So the black metallic reimagines that we got this year and all the other Jordan 5s that we got that weren't a collaboration type of piece, it has the same exact box that we have right here. And then we do have some of that black wax tissue paper right there. So again, no crazy packaging behind the shoe, but I do have to say the sneakers look so amazing in person. When I tell y'all, I wasn't even crazy about these. Like, I know that they're a grail for a lot of people, and some people didn't like it because they did change some of the little features to make it different from the OG pair. But this little toe cap right here at the bottom with this yellow hint, you guys are definitely dragging it, man, because in person, the Tor yellow and all the yellow hits on the sneaker, even this little difference right here that you guys are complaining about, it is amazing and definitely makes the shoe contrast even more than the original pair back from 2011. But it is what it is on that, guys. For me, this is definitely a smash, but I want to hear what y'all think about it in the comment section down below. So now with that being out of the way, let's just go right into the details of the sneakers, man. And I do have to say, the quality control and craftsmanship, especially on this pair that I have in hand right now, is absolutely phenomenal. So when you actually look at this toe box area right here, you're going to be able to see in the B-roll that we do have some high quality suede, and that's due to the fact that it does have that backstroke motion right there. So depending on what angle that I push the suede hairs into, it does changes the color, which definitely signals that this is a premium suede that they did use on the sneaker. And for a retail price of $215, I definitely think that they went crazy with this sneaker, man, overall. So next one, focusing onto the mudguard of the shoe, the same thing pretty much follows suit as the toe box. We do have that nice premium suede right there with the same backstroke motion. Now when focusing onto the laces of the shoe, it does come with the standard all black laces right here. However, there is a contrasting pair of laces, which is all white. But to be honest, if I were to keep these sneakers, I would just keep the stock laces on it because it looks absolutely fire. The contrast behind it and all that really looks good on this Tokyo Air Jordan 5 Retro. Then moving on to the tongue of this beautiful shoe, there is that web netting right there on it, which looks absolutely phenomenal. And I do believe that there is some 3M hints to it, which I'll attach a picture right here with the flash so that you guys can see it. Then moving upwards onto the tongue of the shoe, which is standard to all Air Jordan 5s, we do have this beautiful lace lock right here. This is just a retro that released exclusively in Japan at the Tokyo Flight 23 flagship store, as well as some of the smaller Japanese retailers around that area. This is going to have that standard Jumpman on the lace lock itself instead of a Nike Air. Then when going onto the tongue of the shoe, which is definitely standard to most, or let me not say most, at least the best Jordan 5s, is this beautiful tongue right here. So we do have the shark type tongue with the Jumpman in the center of it, and of course it's going to be 3M. Then when flipping that tongue over, which definitely looks a lot like the Lightning Air Jordan 4s, we do have that Air Jordan logo right there in this yellow maize colorway right here. And we do have this wolf gray padding on the tongue area as well as the ankle padding area of the shoes. And when moving on to the lateral side of the sneaker right here, this is where a lot of the bang for your buck is going to come in. So if you look at this detail right here, we do have some more web netting details right there on the Air Jordan 5, and it does have that 3M hit to it. But then when looking around that, we do have this beautiful high quality suede on the sneaker itself. And again, it does have that same backstroke motion right there, which is a very nice touch. As I mentioned earlier in the car, this is going to be kanji for the numbers 23, which obviously represents Michael Jordan, of course. But I just wanted to emphasize that one more time because instead of having the 2-3, we do have it in this kanji detail right there, which again emphasizes that this is a Japanese exclusive type of sneaker. But in 2025, it did get a wider release, which I think is very dope. Then when moving on to the back heel area of the shoe now, this is standard to all Air Jordan 5s. Instead of having a Nike Air on it, since it's not an OG, it is going to have that Jumpman detail right there. Then of course, when moving on to the medial side of the sneaker, the same thing pretty much follows suit as the lateral side, so there's really nothing else to report on there. And some more details that I do want to show you guys before we conclude this review is the midsole itself. So if you guys are not familiar with the Air Jordan 5s, this was specifically inspired by the World War II military fighter jets, and that's why you do have these shark teeth right here. And when looking at the colorway of it, we do have it in this tour yellow colorway with some black speckles on it. Then when moving towards the back heel of the midsole right here, there is that standard exposed Air Jordan bubble right there, which I think is a very nice touch. Now when going onto the outsole of the shoe, which is what everybody's complaining about, we do have this yellow contrast toe cap or outsole cap detail right here, which nobody's really going to see. You can see it a little bit from the bird's eye view perspective. However, to me, it's not a big deal, but you know, it is what it is on that, guys. Everybody's going to find a reason to complain about something when it comes to retros and bringing back grails in the past and all that type of stuff, but I don't care about that. I really do think that this sneaker looks great. Then looking below that, we do have a yellow Jumpman detail right here underneath this beautiful icy sole. And again, since this is a retro and not an OG colorway or collaboration, instead of having that Nike right here, it is going to have that Jordan detail right there. And then finally behind that towards the heel area, we do have the traction pattern with some more icy blue details right there on that outsole. And one more final detail I want to show you guys before we conclude this review is the insole itself. And I do have to say that they did go crazy with the insoles. So as you can see, there is a lot going on. We do have that oversized 23 in that Tokyo stylized font, which looks really good. Then at the bottom, it does have that TY detail. And right below that, it does actually say Tokyo 23 Special District. And that's obviously to emphasize that this was the special first Jordan flagship store in Japan. So I really do think that these insoles is fire and definitely brings back the old or the tribute to that actual location first releasing where they dropped these sneakers along with it. So pretty much with that being said, guys, that's going to include the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on for a look, all right? All right, y'all, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on for look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about this Air Jordan Tokyo 23 retro. Is it amazing? Is it a cop? Is it a drop? Do you like it? Are you mad that they added this little tour yellow detail on the bottom of the shoe, which you really can't even see? This would be all black on the OG or, you know, 2011 pair, whatever you want to call it. And it's just little differences like this that Nike and Jordan brand are creating in order to kind of separate the OG grail versus the new retro. I think it makes sense. It differentiates itself. Some people may prefer it. Some people may not like it. It is what it is on that, guys. The sneaker totally sold out. They were super limited and they're selling like hotcakes right now on the resale platforms. In my opinion, if I really wanted these, I would honestly pay the resale on these because they are fire in person. Like, the pictures don't do it justice. I didn't even know the quality on the sneaker was gonna be that good, but after getting them in hand and, you know what I'm saying, doing my rub on the sneaker and seeing the backstroke motion and all that type of stuff, this is a quality shoe that you're getting. So with that being said, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're already subscribed to the channel, y'all already know what to do. Share with your friends and your family and all that, because in order for this channel to continue to grow and to continue to hit more milestones, I need y'all help. And with that being said, y'all, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.